I'd like to introduce Erin Fordharm and Rob Dell, both from Alta Vista, and their presentation today. Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Thank you. Is everybody seeing the presentation?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Wonderful. Awesome. Sorry, just getting organized here. There we go. Okay. Hi, everybody. It's so nice to see all your faces. Most of them, I see some of your cameras off, which is fine. I get it. It's a Thursday night at 6:27. We don't all want to be seen on the internet tonight. My name's Erin. If you haven't met me before, I've been around for a while around the Wasaga Beach Chamber of Commerce now for about 4 years, doing this chamber plan thing that you've probably heard of before. But tonight we have an opportunity to share with you what the chamber plan offering is. In case you're interested, I see a lot of familiar names and faces who have the chamber plan and are using it currently. So hopefully you guys can grab something new out of this presentation tonight and learn something that maybe you don't know about the plan that you have. And if you don't have it, hopefully you learned about the offering that we have. If you think that this plan isn't for you tonight, I would highly recommend you sending somebody else to us. We do have referral bonuses that we like to offer. So please, we're really happy if you want to send other people our way as well. I'm just going to take a quick minute and introduce my colleague, Rob Dell, and let him say hello and tell you a little bit about himself.
Hey guys, my name is Rob Dell. I joined Alta Vista Planning Partners in February of last year, just before COVID hit. I'm originally from Newmarket, born and raised, and I moved up to Collingwood to be part of the team. And I'm the exclusive advisor for the Collingwood, Wasaga, Blue Mountain, and Clearview chambers for representing the benefit plan. That's about it. During COVID, I was extremely happy that I landed in Collingwood when I did. Being single on my own in this town, I was able to find lots of resources to keep myself active with kayaking, running, tons of stuff to do on the Bruce Trail. Joined the Duntroon Highlands Golf Course and had an excellent year. Not my golf game, but getting out in the community and meeting people. So yeah, that's pretty much my GIF. I'm here with Erin, and I'm working under Erin as of now, and just trying to learn the business and go from there. So glad to see everybody. I see a lot of familiar faces as well. And yeah, I'll let you take over, Erin.
Thanks, Rob. Yeah, we're working as a team, and tonight, as we go through the presentation, Rob's going to jump in on a few things and talk about a few different parts of the plan. And but I'll probably do most of the talking, which you're probably used to. If you haven't heard me talk before, I do go really fast, so take notes, okay? And I know this is being recorded, so you'll be able to go back and watch it later if you miss anything really exciting. If you've heard me talk in person, I also like to have a lot of audience interaction. So the whole Zoom thing has been super hard for me. I really don't like that we can't interact and talk, and I can't see your smiling faces for the most part when I make a funny joke. So if you want to interact, there's little buttons down the bottom that you can use to clap or thumbs up. So feel free to interact. We're going to have a little bit of interaction, but we also want to make sure we don't go past our 7 o'clock, because I know that you guys are all ready for a glass of wine and the debate today, because it's going to be exciting. So let's get started. Just a quick little overview about who we are, in case you don't know us or in case you haven't heard of us before. Our company name is Alta Vista Planning Partners, and we're a firm that helps business owners take care of their families and their employees. So we do that by helping business owners specifically. We work with all kinds of people, but business owners, we focus on helping you with retirement, succession planning, and then we have a whole employee benefits division, which is where Rob and I come in. And we're the exclusive advisors for the Chambers Plan, and the Chambers Plan is run by the Johnson Group. So that just gives you a little hierarchy there of how things are run. We are partners with 9 local chambers of commerce. Rob mentioned 4 of them. We also partner with Aurelia, Oro-Medonte, Ramera, Clearview, and Seg Bay, which is Southeast Georgian Bay, and then also Midland, Penetang, Tiny, and Tay, which is called Southern Georgia Bay. So all those chambers, if you're members of multiple ones, you've probably seen our faces around more than the people who just come to Wasaga Beach. So I just want to ask a quick question, and feel free to unmute yourself and jump in if you have an answer. But I'm really curious to know right now, and we've heard a lot about COVID. To be honest, I think we're all a little bit sick about hearing about COVID. I would like to hear about, what is your biggest challenge as a business owner? Let's pretend COVID never happened, unless that's something that's really, really prominent to you at the moment. But I'd love to hear what's your biggest challenge as a business owner. Yeah, anybody. You want to jump in? We'll take a couple of answers.
I can jump in. I would say my biggest challenge in the age that I am is succession planning and trying to find that right business partner that will invest in the company time and energy to carry it forward and, you know, ultimately buy me out.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's probably on a lot of people's minds. Yeah, for sure. Not an easy thing to find the right person. Thanks, Colleen. Anybody else?
Colleen, I've told you this before, you're irreplaceable.
I think that's true too. Selena, what are your biggest challenges as a business owner?
I have so many. Where do I start? I don't know. I have so many, honestly. I don't know. I have too many ideas and not enough time to implement them, basically.
Hey, that's a fair challenge. Absolutely. You need more people so that you can delegate your ideas around.
True.
So I would say in my clients, some of their biggest challenges are employees and retaining employees.
Sure. And I wasn't even looking for that answer, Colleen, but thank you for saying it. I know that I just wanted to bring up some challenges, and I want to make a point to say that employee benefits aren't just about retaining and finding great employees. It is for sure a draw, but I want to let you guys know that whatever challenges you're facing in your business, there might be solutions in a benefit plan that aren't necessarily just to retain and find good employees. There's going to be things that we'll talk about in the next 15 or 20 minutes that I think might kind of open your eyes to other reasons why you might find a benefit plan helpful, not just for you as a business owner, but also for your employees. So here we go. We're going to talk about what makes the chamber plan so unique, because it is really different to the rest of the marketplace. Like all the other benefit plans out there, it offers the same comprehensive benefit coverage that all of the other carriers do. So if you've been with Sun Life before, Great West Life before, or if you're with them right now, the chamber plan offers all of the same benefits that you would have available on your plan now. So they're no different. They really are a standard benefit plan, and they function exactly the same as any of those major carriers. They're just run by a third party, which is why they're called the chamber plan and not Manulife or Great West Life or something like that. They have incredible rate stability. So the average chamber plan increase in the past 10 years has been 4.4% per year, which is way below the industry average. And that goes for fully pooled groups, which I'll talk about briefly in a moment, and partially pooled groups as well. So this is a huge deal. I don't know if you've had benefits before, but if you have, or if you've dealt with a benefit plan for another company or as an HR person, you would know that a 10% average increase is normal, and that's a good renewal. So 4.4% per year average is way below the industry standard.
So no minimum group size is required for the plan. So plans with one or two or even more options for 3 people. Even if you are a sole proprietor or self-employed, you can still access the plan.
Yeah, so I know there's somebody on here from Sensi tonight. That's a fantastic organization. There's lots of multi-level marketing companies where you're self-employed and you're working for yourself. And if you're not quite at the level where you qualify for benefits, you can access the chamber plan for yourself, which is fantastic.
Guaranteed approval as well. So this offers guaranteed plan options for all groups, even if you only have 1 employee. For 3 or more, it's also guaranteed as well.
Yeah, so that means no medical underwriting. It's guaranteed. They're not going to ask any medical questions. You don't have to have blood or urine analysis taken or anything like that. You just get the plan without having any questions asked.
Are you considered the employee, Erin? Sorry to interrupt here, but as a business owner, do you mean a business owner plus an employee or just you?
Even if it's just you, so if you're a sole proprietor or if it's a, you're a one-man band and you're the only person working in the business as the owner, then you absolutely have access to the guaranteed issue plan. Yes. There's no industry restrictions. So a lot of the other major insurance companies, they won't insure certain industries. I've got skydiving there as an example. Maybe there's going to be a few question marks for some of the insurance companies if people are jumping out of planes every day. With the chamber plan, there's no industry restrictions. So this is a huge advantage for anybody who's working in an industry where there could be restrictions. It's also a fully pooled plan for up to 9 lives. So what that means, and I'll try and explain it quickly. Also, I just need to mention, if this photo is giving anybody anxiety right now as to why they're not wearing masks, it was taken way before COVID. I see some heads shaking. I know. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe they don't have masks on. Look at how close they all are. This is how fast we've shifted into this new world that we live in. Back to the fully pooled plan. So this is a very full pool. Up to 9 lives. So let's say if you have 6 or 8 or 9 people in your group, so you're the owner, you've got 6 employees, you have less than 9 people, you get to go into the fully pooled plan, which means you're not going to see an increase in your price every year based on how much everybody uses the plan, which is how a typical plan would work. You get to go into the pool with 30,000 other businesses across Canada. And what happens when there's 30,000 businesses or a lot of people in the pool, it spreads the risk out amongst everybody. And so we don't get these big spikes in cost from year to year. The fully pooled plan is what creates that rate stability so that you can budget for your benefit plan from year to year.
The plan runs for a nonprofit organization, so all the surplus goes back into the pool to help keep the cost down for all the 30,000 businesses in the program.
Did I skip one? No, sorry. That's right. It's also fully customizable. So there's lots of features. You can customize a plan that works for your team and for your budget. You don't have to have both health and dental on your plan. If everybody just needs dental and you want to wait to have the drug plan on there later, you can do that. There's so many ways that we can customize it just to make it fit for you and your team or you and your family if you're just a sole proprietor. It's also a way to shop local for your employee benefit plans. We are local advisors. We really celebrate that we work closely with the Chambers of Commerce. The Chambers of Commerce Group Insurance Plan was created by Chamber people for Chamber people. And there's actually a little admin fee. It's between 3 to 5% that goes back to your local chamber to help them run the chamber, help them support local business and advocate for you. So there is a little bit of money that goes back to the local chamber if you are participating in the chamber's plan. But this is a huge bonus because if you weren't supporting the chamber's plan, that money is still going to be going somewhere and most likely into the pockets of the shareholders of those major corporations. So keeping some of those dollars local is a huge way to support small business and your local chamber as well.
Fast and accurate payments. It's really easy to set up with your online app to get your money back even quicker than waiting for it. So doing dental claims, health claims is a lot more accessible and easier to do. And the turnaround time is within usually 48 hours.
It's quick. Yeah. You don't have to wait for a check in the mail or anything like that anymore.
Teledoc is a new service that the Chamber offered last year, and a lot of the insurance providers are offering it now. The Teledoc service for us is included in every single plan, whereas the other carriers are adding on a fee for it. So this is a service dedicated to people, helping them get connected with doctors without having to go to emergency. If it's a non-urgent medical matter, whether it's a rash, a cut, pink eye, something like that, it connects you with the doctor within the first hour of putting in a request. A doctor will get back to you either by phone or by Zoom call and will guide you through if you just need something prescribed to you that he can do or that he can do over the phone, then he will. If not, he'll recommend that you go to the doctors. But this just enables you not to have to wait in lines or book a time, which is usually, 48 hours to see your family doctor if it's something that's not really that urgent.
Yeah, you got it. It's a fantastic service. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year in Canada and in the USA. And we just heard really recently at a conference that they're actually going to be able to, if they need to prescribe you an antibiotic or something, they'll actually be able to ship it to your door next day. So you don't even have to leave the house to go to a pharmacy and pick up your drug. They'll be able to send it right to your front door. So we're really excited about this, and the Chamber Plan is a little bit ahead of the ball on this one. And so we like to celebrate that too. Healthcare spending account. This is something that's pretty new and trending at the moment in the market. Healthcare spending accounts add flexibility to your employee benefit plan. Basically what that is a pot of money so you can add it onto your benefit plan to cover things that wouldn't be covered on the traditional part of your plan. So for example, if you only had $300 to use up for your massages every year and you get a massage every month and so you run out, in March, then maybe this healthcare spending account is going to allow you to spend just that healthcare spending account on massages. Or you could maybe use it to top up what you have for glasses or something like that. So it's really a top-up account that gives you flexibility to spend on something that you need access to that isn't necessarily covered on the traditional part of your plan. The EAP, this is an employee assistance program. This is something we're talking about a lot right now, especially because of COVID-19. Mental health has been prominent, I think, throughout the world. I think throughout employees and people struggling to come to work and stay at work, and struggles. Everybody's at home, and so you're around your family members that you might not necessarily have been around for a while. That can be a challenge. What the EAP is, it's an employee assistance program which provides 12 hours per year of telephone or face-to-face professional counseling. It costs $4.95 per month per employee. So you do the math. Everybody knows how much it costs to see a counselor for 1 hour. So this is for $495 a month. You add it onto your benefit plan. It's there for every employee to have access to. They can share it with their families. They can even access legal and financial assistance for up to 3 hours a year. It's an unreal, amazing program. So if you have a benefit plan, or if you're currently on the Chamber plan and you don't have this, and you got an extra $5 a month, then definitely talk to us, because it'd be well and truly worth adding this to your coverage.
Online administration is becoming even more and more simple due to COVID as well. They kind of fast tracked doing everything online, taking banking information online, void checks, stuff like that. So this year, everything is going pretty much electronic. You even have the option to enroll your employees for a new group online. So that's really exciting.
That's awesome. Sorry, next slide. Oh, business assistance service. So this is a service that is there for the business owner. So if you're a business owner, you have 6 employees, it's not like the employees have access to this. This is just for you. It's included in every plan for free, and it allows owners to manage your business more efficiently. It gives you access to legal and accounting advice and specialized human resources, which leads me to the Healthy Business Bookmark, which is part of the business assistance service that you have access to on the Chamber plan. This helps you, it's more of an HR site. So you can go in there, you can find sample documents, guides, there's all kinds of podcasts. Not that you have tons of time for all of that, but it does give you access to, if you needed to lay somebody off, there would be a letter there that was already drafted that you could use to access that. So fantastic service, again, all included in the plan for free. And it's really just designed to help owners increase their knowledge and find answers to common human resource issues. I think the Chamber plan knows that most small business owners, especially if you have less than 25 people, you don't have an HR department. You don't have a whole team of people that are helping you run this thing and help you run this business. And so they're trying to give you as much access to great information and great help as they possibly can by providing some of this stuff for free. So again, just one of the great benefits of the Chamber plan. There's wellness plan resources as well. That's been one thing that's also been trending at the moment, is people having a wellness plan for your business, where your employees can really build a culture around wellness. It increases productivity, and really it starts with caring for your people. There's tons of resources available through the My Benefits portal and the app that comes with your Chambers plan, that can just point you in the right direction with the My Benefits Wellness.
So the Johnson Group employee and executive retiree plans. So they did offer a retiree plan to the executive and the owners if you've been with the chamber plan for 2 years or longer, to keep your benefits going. Now they're offering it to employees as well. So if you've been on the chamber plan for 2 years and you are retiring, then this is something definitely to look into. I know my dad has it. He travels to Florida, and just the travel insurance alone is definitely worth it.
Yeah, it's awesome. You can fully tailor it to what you need. If you're over 65 and your drugs are covered by the province, then that you can leave that off of the plan. There's all kinds of stuff you can do, but you have to be on the chamber plan for 2 years in order to be eligible for this one. I think this is what oh no, a couple more things. Hang in there. This is Tandem. So the Johnson Group put this out last year, and what they did is they developed a program. So if you have PayWorks to do your payroll, and you have the chamber plan, Tandem is a program that they put in place to make the two things talk to each other. So some HR genius came up with this because nobody wants to input data twice. You don't want to have to go in and put in the data for the payroll and then go in and put the data for the same new employee for their benefit plan. So this way, one talks to the other and everything goes through the payroll system, and it just works brilliantly. So if you have a chamber plan and you don't have PayWorks for your employees, then we highly recommend getting that set up so that Tandem can work for you. The last one I want to talk about is, oh, somehow my notes got on that slide. Sorry. If you can read that. This is just the group retirement solutions. We've been having an influx of these lately. Future Step is run by Manulife. We've had so many calls saying we just need to set up a group retirement solution for our employees. If you need to keep people around, this is one more way you can fence them in to your organization and give them a reason to stay. I know this question's coming up and nobody wants to ask it. So I put this slide in here just for the end, because everybody, I know you're all asking, like, well, how much does this cost? How much does it cost to have a benefit plan? And then I have the same question for, the car yard dealership. When I go buy a car, how much does a car cost? And the answer to that question is there's not really one answer, because we can really tailor this plan to meet your needs and your budget. It would be impossible for us to just throw some numbers out there and say, it's going to be $500 a month, because we don't know. We don't know if you're a single, if you're a couple, if you're a family. All of those things predict the rates. We don't know how old you are, how much money you make. All of those things come into play when you're pricing a benefit plan. There's some really smart people somewhere at the top of the food chain who figured out, in a group of 100 people, how many are going to get sick with this, how many are going to need this many drugs, and those are the people that set the rate. So we have to put in all of the correct information into the system, and then it gives us a quote. So the one thing that is free is talking to us and getting a quote. So we would love to talk to you. It costs nothing to hang out with us or to connect on Zoom. We do a lot of Zoom meetings to do quotes, and we can share screen and go through everything and how much it costs. There's a little bit of employee information that we need in order to do a quote, which we can get to you by email. So that's kind of the last thing.